Hey, worship vocalists. If we haven't met before, my name is Charmaine Brown. I'm a vocal coach and worship leader. My husband and I are the creators of the worshipvocalist.com. We have lots of amazing subscribers from all over the world that we love connecting with. We love creating worship training for you guys. And today I'm going to talk about the song The Blessing by Elevation and Kari Jobe and Cody Carnes. It goes without saying that this is an incredibly anointed, incredibly powerful song that I believe is so for such a time as this. Right now, most of us are isolated and quarantined at home. There's so much anxiety and chaos in the world, so much need for a message that says, the Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations and your family and your children and their children and their children. God's got such an incredible plan of long life and health for you and your family and for your churches. And I believe that this song, as you sing it, it's going to be such a gift for your congregations. It's going to be a gift for your family, even as you're practicing it at home. These words are so powerful. So let's get into it. Let's talk about key. I'm going to use the key of A in this tutorial. Let me just pull this up for you so you can see this. I'm going to use the key of A. That's one full step below the original Elevation live version key, which is in B. But just to give you some context, both Kari and Cody's acoustic version and Elevation's acoustic version both are done in B flat, but both those are done in a very similar arrangement to the live version, male-female co-lead, similar dynamics and harmonies. Red Rocks does a cover in A flat. Again, it's the same arrangement as Elevation. I love the high notes in the key of A flat, but the low notes go super, super low. The girl lead vocal at Red Rocks is able to go really, really low. She sings, she has a really gorgeous low range, but most females aren't able to sing that low. So I think the key of A is more manageable overall for most people. Bethel has a version in A. Corey and Anna Asbury have a version in A. I encourage you to check out all these different versions on YouTube. It's really inspiring to watch how different teams are doing the song. If your strength is singing in a super high mixed voice, then by all means, sing it in B. You can use the same techniques that I'll be teaching, just apply them a key higher. But the key of A is going to work better for most females because it sits in a more manageable place when it jumps the octave. It's also going to work a bit better for most male worship leaders, I think, because B is pretty high for the guy part as well. The key of A will work well, obviously, for a male-female co-lead. It'll also work well for a female-female co-lead, especially if one singer is strong in their lower range. It'll also work for a female solo if you're just singing this maybe super stripped down and acoustic. It's sad not to have the harmonies, but it totally does work to do it as a solo and just sing the melody parts. If you're a male singing this song by yourself, I recommend finding a key where the high notes in the bridge sit in your higher range so that you can keep kind of that same dynamic arc of the song, probably somewhere around D or E. The verse and chorus should sit in your low mid range, and the bridge will start low and jump high. So hopefully that helps you out with keys a little bit. Just for simplicity, I'll be talking through this stuff, assuming you're singing it as a male-female co-lead. But again, just apply whatever I'm saying to the arrangement that you've chosen. What I'm going to do is walk you through each section of the song, giving you techniques to help you sing some of these high notes and low notes more easily and help you create more of a dynamic journey and arc to the song. I won't be taking the time to teach you the harmony parts. I'll give you tips for singing the harmony parts, but my expectation is that you're familiar with, these melodies and harmonies, and I just want to help you sing them more confidently. So let's dive in. The verse, this is sung twice at the beginning of the song. The Lord bless you and keep you. It's a male lead, and what this verse needs is a very delicate start. There's so much more to come in the song, and it's really, really important that you not give away too much too soon. Sing it light. What I want you to find is a light head mix. And if you've gone through some of my vocal training, you know what I'm talking about. If not, what I'm referring to is still a mix, a blend of resonance, which is always what we're aiming for in a contemporary style. But whereas much of the time we're aiming for, we're looking for more of a chest dominant mix where the sound is fuller, deeper, more powerful. Here we're looking for the resonance to be tilted higher in the face, more head voice in the mix, which creates a lighter, sweeter, more delicate sound. And most females are comfortable with the idea of this. A lot of guys are afraid of it. They don't want to do it. But guys, please embrace this quality in your voice, not only because it sounds amazing when you learn to do it, but because it allows you to create such a beautiful song journey. It adds so much more dynamic to a song when you keep it light to start. So what we don't want is the Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you. It's way too much for the start of the song. What we do want is the Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you, and be gracious to you. The resonance is tilting toward head voice. I'm allowing a bit of breathy texture to come through. You hear this in Cody's voice and Chris's voice when you listen to their recordings. And a really good exercise that you can use to help you find this tonal quality in your voice is a light goo, goo, goo. Okay, and we're going to use this strategy all throughout the song, so get used to it, where we replace the lyric with an exercise, in this case, the goo. Goo, 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 goo. Goo, 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 goo. Notice how I'm keeping it very light. Goo, goo, goo. A lot of head voice in the tone. Goo, 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 goo. Now, you want to sing the goo straight into the lyric and allow the lyrics to fall in the resonant pathway, that same tonal quality that we just found on the goo. Okay, so goo, 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 goo. The Lord bless you and keep you. Goo, 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 goo. Make his face shine upon you. Goo, 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 and be gracious to you. Goo, 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 goo. The Lord turn his face toward you, goo, 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 and to give you peace. You basically want to keep it in that exact same place for the chorus. Goo, 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 goo. Amen. Amen, amen. And the female harmony part comes in softly here in the chorus. Your job is to match the tonal quality of the lead vocal as much as possible. So if he's singing amen, don't sing amen, amen. You've got to keep it light. Amen. 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 Now we go back to the verse. It's still the male lead vocal. And this is where you want to start leaning into more power in your voice, not singing full out yet, but you want to aim for quite a bit more fullness in your voice than in the first verse and chorus. So what we're going to do is, whereas up until now, we've had the resonance tilted higher in the face, more in head voice, here we're going to tilt that resonance down so that it's more of a balanced mix of chest, head, and pharyngeal resonance. And what that will give you is the sound of your chest voice, but without the pushing and straining of your chest voice that happens in the higher range. Because even in the key of A, this is getting up decently high for the male range, and we don't want to just be pushing and straining. So an exercise that you can use to find your mixed voice here is a na, na, na. I want you to make it nasally. That's going to help take the weight off your chest voice by allowing your chest voice to mix with pharyngeal and head resonance. And I also want you to drop your jaw, and keep your mouth narrow, both as you do the exercise and as you sing the lyrics, okay? We don't want to be going out wide to the side like that. What we're going to do is we're going to go back and forth, exercise to lyric like this. Na, 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 the Lord bless you. Na, 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 and keep you. Na, 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 make his face shine upon you. Na, 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 and be gracious to you. And the female harmony, again, you're going to aim to blend your voice with the lead vocal. So you can lean into your mixed voice a little bit more here too, but make sure to save lots of room to grow. Just because you can sing full out doesn't mean you should sing full out, right? Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you. You want to keep it more like, Lord bless you and keep you, make his face shine upon you. Okay, back into the chorus. We're going to keep this in that same balanced mixed voice tonal quality, but now is the time to really lean in for more power. You can use that same exercise. Na, 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 na. Amen, amen, amen. And a little trick here, because the amen starts on an open vowel and it has the same vowel sound as this na exercise, you can really use this strategically to help place your resonance like this. Na, 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 amen, 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 amen. Na, 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 amen, amen. It's a little 3-step process you can try here. Don't underestimate the power of an exercise like this to help your voice find the path that it needs to sing with freedom and power and ease. That's what these exercises are designed for, to help train the voice, tell it where to go. Because if we don't tell it where to go, it often goes astray on its own path. And I'm sure you've experienced that. We all have. The female harmony in this chorus, you can use that same exercise to find your mix. And especially as you're getting used to these exercises, make sure to over exaggerate the nasality. Don't be afraid of it. That's what's going to help you find your mix most efficiently. Okay. So the melody is here. The harmony is going to sit Amen. So use that same exercise. Na, 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 amen. Amen. That na is helping tell my voice where to go. It works super, super well. On the chorus repeat, the male stays on the same melody, but the female jumps up to a higher harmony. Amen, amen, amen. And girls, this is pretty high up, and amen is not the easiest word to sing in a higher range. So if you're having trouble singing this in a full out mix, it's sounding more like amen, amen. Just let it be more in head voice. Amen, amen. That's totally fine. The most important thing is that it be on pitch, okay? And that goes for anytime you sing anything ever, by the way. Okay, the bridge. This bridge is epic. It has a lot of dynamic levels, and I want you to think about this so intentionally, because this bridge has the potential to sound boring if it's sung all the same, and this bridge is way too good to be boring. So we've got to think about and plan for this slow ramp so that we can get the huge dynamic payoff later on. And I'm going to talk through what I mean by these levels. I'm going to call the start of this bridge level 1. Okay, this is where it starts down the octave. And I know this is pretty low for girls, but don't be intimidated with some specific strategies. It can become way easier than you think to sing these low notes. Firstly, you've got to make sure you're engaging your chest voice, especially if you're trained classically and you try to sing this all in head voice. It's not going to work properly. It'll sound like, may his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, your children. Okay, so for you, and really this exercise will be beneficial for all girls to strengthen your low range. I want you to try singing the melody on a chest voice. Buh, 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 buh. Okay, let that resonance sit in your mouth. Buh as in the word book, okay? Buh, 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 buh. Okay, and it's really just the first low note in the phrase that you need to hit. The notes at the end of the phrases, I want you to just drop off, okay? In the lyric, it sounds like, may his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations. Okay, this is something I teach in my Master Your Voice course. It's a contemporary technique that you'll hear in tons of worship songs. It creates a really nice, casual, speech-like tone, which is always what we want to aim for in the contemporary style. So try that. So practice those drop-offs. Listen for it on the recordings too. Try that buh on the whole bridge, and then I'm going to do it with you. And then we're going to sing the lyrics, okay? So buh, 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 buh. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children. Another thing, and this won't apply to everyone, if you can pull off the original melody where it starts on the low note and moves up, da 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 da, go for it. But if those low notes are still really challenging for you, even after doing that buh exercise, just start from the top note on each phrase and drop off into those low notes. Don't even worry about hitting them. So instead of may his favor, da da da, okay, start at the top. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, your children. Okay, so then you don't have to feel like you're digging for that da da da. That's just a little thing that's not going to change the song too much if you do that. Okay, bridge level 2. A couple things happen here. The female jumps up the octave and the male vocal joins on melody an octave below. So already we're at a really new dynamic place. But don't forget that there's still a long way to go. So the first time you jump up the octave, girls, don't give it all away. It can still have strength and clarity in the tone. We want that, of course, but I want you to allow more of a head dominant mix rather than your full out power mix, especially in these first couple phrases. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations. The other thing that I want you to do here is similar to what we did in the low octave, is to drop off the ends of those phrases. Don't sing, may his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations. That sounds way more classical than contemporary, and we lose some of that choppy energy that we need to have in this part of the song. So you want to just drop off, may his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations. Just drop it off, okay? Similar to what we were doing before with the na to find our mix, this time we're going to use a wah. So I'm going to replace those lyrics with the exercise. And remember, I'm not going to go full out yet. I'm going to allow it to be more of a head mix so I can save something for later on. Well, 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 may his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations. Guys, you're going to sing the lower melody down here. May his favor be upon you. You can sing it nice and strong. Just make sure to not overpower the lead vocal. We never want to do that. Bridge level 3. I know I'm kind of flying through these things, but you guys can go back and practice these things later. We're singing the same lyrics, but you're going to go to a whole new level of power and fullness in your mix for us. I'm going to show you how to do that. The male also jumps to a harmony part, which really takes it to another level here. The other thing that changes here is up until now, the melody has started lower and moved up. But here and throughout the rest of the bridge, the melody is going to start on the top note. May his favor be upon you. And notice how you're still going to drop off at the ends of the phrases. So like I said, this is where you want to launch into your full out power mix. We're going to use that wah exercise again, but here you're going to drop your jaw and lean into a super nasally, obnoxious tone in the exercise. And don't worry about the song sounding too nasal. This exercise is training your voice to engage your mix, but you have to commit to it for it to work well, okay? May his favor be upon you, and 1,000 generations, and your family. And if you can do that wah exercise easily, but your voice is still falling apart for you in the lyrics, it's probably because your mouth shape is changing too much. It's probably going really wide and causing tension. May his favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, right? Feels terrible. The reason the exercises work well is because they maintain the same mouth shape even as the melody is changing. What we have to do as we sing the lyrics is aim to keep our mouth shape as consistent as possible. Vertical, dropped jaw, not going wide. So try putting your hands here to remind yourself to do this. I encourage you to watch yourself in a mirror as you sing. May His favor be upon you and 1,000 generations, and your family, and your children, and their children, and their children. It makes such a huge difference. All around you and within you, He is with you. This mouth shape thing, I will keep preaching this till the cows come home because it seriously makes such a huge difference. A wide, small mouth shape causes so much tension, and especially when you're singing high like this for an extended time, it's gonna tire your voice out way too much if you're pushing for these notes. So put that mix, this is what I want you to practice. Put that mixed voice resonance that we found on the wah along with this mouth shape, and you're gonna experience so much more freedom. Wah, 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 wah. May His favor be upon you. Wah, 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 wah. And 1,000 generations. Wah, 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 wah. And your family and your children. And basically, we want to sing it like that, a big, full power mix for those next 3 bridge sections. May His presence go before you in the morning, in the evening, in your coming and your going. Guys, you're going to sing your harmony part in that same full out mixed voice. You can use that wah exercise here. The same principles apply. Keep the mouth narrow and consistent. Wah, 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 wah. And your family and your children. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 and their children, and their children. And finally, level 4. This is the He is for you section. The main thing vocally that brings this to a new dynamic level is that the male harmony jumps higher. That's a really important part of this. It jumps from in the morning, in the evening, you're coming, you're going, to He is for you, He is for you, He is for you, He is for you, right? And it kind of just stays on that high note. Guys, this is the highest it's going to go for you in the song. We need that full out mixed voice, and we need you to be singing on pitch. So I encourage you to use that wah exercise to help your voice find this. Wah, 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 wah. He is for you, He is for you. Wah, 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 wah. He is for you. Ladies, we're going to keep leaning into our big power mix, nice and strong. Spit those words out. This is not the time for smooth legato. He is for you. He is for you. He is for you. Sing on pitch, but don't worry about sounding perfect. We've got to have passion over perfect, okay? Wah, 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 wah. He is for you. He is for you. He is for you. He is for you. Just spit those words out, okay? After that, we go back into the chorus. Let's take a look at this song journey again. Guys, you're going to go back to the chorus melody. Amen. Nice and big and strong. Girls, you go back to the high harmony. Amen. Sing as strong as you can so that we don't lose energy here. Then we're back into the bridge again, strong. This is going to start big, basically starting kind of at a level 3, then level 4. Then we're back into the bridge again, strong. Instrumental, big instrumental, the energy stays up. Another chorus reprise, same thing. Look at, we're just keeping the energy up here. Back into the bridge, big, then crash out. You don't have to do the song exactly like that, but hey, it works, right? Sounds amazing. Hopefully this has been helpful for you guys. If you have questions about any of this, please don't hesitate to post. I know it's a lot to take in, so if you have watched till the end, I commend you. Please let me know how these strategies and exercises work for you. I believe that you're going to be able to find new levels of freedom and confidence in your voice as you use these strategies, as you sing this song in these coming weeks and months. So be blessed, and I'll talk to you guys soon.